सो इट इज़ ऑल्सो नॉन प्रिएम्प्टिव वर्जन, ठीक है, नॉन प्रिएम्प्टिव ही है. क्वेश्चन सिनारियो इज गिवन हियर. लेट्स कैलकुलेट एवरेज वेटिंग टाइम. So let's first schedule it in the Gantt chart. At time 0 we have two processes. At time 0 we have two processes, process P1 and P2. Here also see the process which is having lower number is given as the highest priority. So whenever you are scheduling any process in the priority scheduling, you have to keep in mind two things, that whether it is preemptive or non-preemptive, and then what is the priority column says. The highest number is giving the highest priority or it is giving the lowest priority. So here the lowest number is giving the highest priority, right? So 0, the lowest number is giving highest priority or lowest priority. उसको आपको केयरफुली रीड करना है क्वेश्चन में. बट हियर इन दिस क्वेश्चन द लोएस्ट नंबर इज गिवन एज अ हायर प्रायोरिटी. सो एट टाइम 0 वी हैव टू प्रोसेसेस and they have the priority 5 and 2. That means the low is the number, high is the priority. That means process P2 is having the highest priority. So we will schedule process P2 for how much time? It is non-preemptive by nature. So the time it requires, that is 5. Till time 5 we have 3 more processes in the ready queue, P1, P3 and P4. So which process to schedule next? The process which is having the highest priority. Which process having the highest priority? Process P3. So process P3 will be scheduled for how much time? It requires 3 units. So 5 plus 3, 8. Now P2 and P3 have been executed. The next process at time 8 we have two processes, P1 and P4. So which process to allocate? See, process P4 which is having the 4 as a priority. 20 units. So it is 28. 8 plus 20, 28, and then till 28 P5 has also arrived. So now P1 and P5 have left. So which process to schedule? Process P5, right? Process P5 for how much time? For 3 time unit. Sorry, for 2 time unit. So it is 30. Then next process P1 is left. Process P1 will be executing for how much time? 10 time units. So it is 40. Okay, so if you will execute, if you will calculate the completion time, what is the completion time? Completion time is of P1 is 40, P2 5, P3 8, P4, and let's calculate the turnaround time. What is turnaround time? It is completion time minus arrival time. So 40 minus 0 40, 5 minus 0 5, 8 minus 2 6, 28 minus 5 is 23, 30 minus 10 is 20. Okay, and what about the waiting time? Waiting time can be calculated by turnaround time minus burst time. So 40 minus 10 30, 5 minus 5 0, 6 minus 3 3, 23 minus 23, 20 minus 2 18. So in this way you can calculate the what is required average waiting time. So average waiting time is adding all these waiting time of all the processes, 30 plus 3 33 plus 33 plus 3 36 plus 18, it is 54. Total waiting time divided by the total number of processes, that is 5. So what it will be? 10.8 answer. Okay, so in this way you can calculate whatever is required in the question. You just need to know the concept of scheduling so that you can schedule the processes in the Gantt chart and can calculate the required performance criteria. Okay, so let's move. So I hope you have understood the non-preemptive priority scheduling algorithm with these examples. See you in the next video with the preemptive priority scheduling.